Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Game 2 for this Best of 3 series here in the AEF Season 3 Division 2. This is Le Voyage playing Mavericks, and a very strong showing in Game 1 by Le Voyage. Yeah, they played pretty comprehensively and didn't really give Mavericks much of a chance to get back in that game. Everything's frozen. So the first pick for Le Voyage is going to be the Winter Wyvern. Wyvern was fairly lackluster, but I feel like that was only because of the merchant clockwork that just kept getting up there and in the support's face, splitting up the fight, making it really, really hard for them to cast their spells.
5 seconds remaining.
See some pretty prototypical bands. Anti-Mage, Night Stalker, Chaos Knight. All very, very strong at the moment. Some obnoxiously so.
Radiant's turn to pick.
Okay, and Le Voyage are going to go with the Nyx. Nyx. Wonder if it's going to go mid. Wonder if it's going to be a Vey Nyx Assassin. We did see a mid Nyx by Miracle not too long ago. That was a bit weird.
5 seconds remaining.
Nyx was played mid once upon a time. Been more prevalent in the offlane and recently in the 4th position as the roamer hero. A lot of good skills and stun, mana burn, carapace, vendetta. Obviously a lot of things. You know, he's a good vision hero. Scout out the enemy team and potentially set up some kills as well. Gee, this chair's a bit squeaky. Yeah, I really don't have much to say about the draft right now. I just wonder what Mavericks are going to do here and what they're going to do differently. Their original draft was quite good. I think where it fell over was Scroach really just didn't have the impact he needed to, and the synergy wasn't there, and they really needed, I think, to find the clockwork before the clockwork found them, and it never happened. And because it never happened, the Cozy and Hawkeye had a really hard game. I think maybe in this next game they look to find that initiator and initiate on them first. Get in there, get in their face, and then take the fight from there. I think that the draft by Mavericks last game was good in theory. Like, I felt like it was solid. It had team fight, it had push. It had pretty much everything that you look for in a draft. It had control. It just fell apart a little bit, and Le Voyage found the holes in the draft and exploited them very, very nicely. So this is the first ban in the second phase. It's going to be Le Voyage banning first here with the 100 and, well, not 100, but 70 seconds left on the clock. I just want to check what my dog is eating.
Radiant's turn to ban. Ten seconds left by my count.
Okay, so my dog's puked his guts up on the floor. I'll be back in about 5 minutes, hopefully before the game starts.
Seconds.
5 seconds remaining. Here's the Radiant ban.
10 seconds.
5 seconds remaining.
Dyer's turn to pick. Seconds.
5 seconds remaining. Radiant's turn to pick.
Dark Seer.
Seconds. 5 seconds. What'll it be? Dyer's turn to pick. Shadow Fiend. Seconds.
5 seconds remaining. Radiant's turn to pick.
Invoker. 10 seconds.
5 seconds remaining.
The Dire get a ban.
Radiant's turn to ban.
Seconds.
5 seconds remaining. Radiant's turn to pick.
Seconds.
5 seconds remaining.
Dyer's turn to pick.
Gyrocopter!
10 seconds.
5 seconds remaining.
Faceless Void.
Choose your hero.
Ten seconds.
5 seconds remaining.
Alrighty, so I made it. That's the important thing. Yeah, dog's fine. He just pukes his dinner up sometimes, and it's. I think it's because he's bits of everything. There's clearly something not right there. Anyway, so I just scooped a whole bunch of puke off the floor. Let's commentate on some Dota. Let's go. So it looks like we're going to have Invoker Shadow Fiend mid. And they're going to go Clockwork as well. And that's 3. I think it's like 10 or 12 you can get if you do it well. 4, 5. Whoop. So Nova Lau's not paying attention. He's only getting 2. You should get 3. Oh, he's messed up L. It's. Okay, I want to all chat that. I really can't though. I know I shouldn't be. There we go. There's 3. So he's got 10 now. They should head out. They should get at least one more time. Anyway, it's going to be the Merchant Darkseer, Hobo Dragon, Nyx Assassin. Pandara's going to play the Gyrocopter. The Keith in Vay. Keith Invoker, Vay Void is going to be the combo that we're looking at. Very strong, and 13 souls for the Shadow Fiend to begin with. That's really, really good for him. He's gonna go to lane with a good bit of damage, and Orko Pierce is actually going to come with him. So Obi though is in the mid lane. He's going to level up Arc Burn, I would say, and it's going to be a brawl in the mid lane as it has been for a long time now. Basically 2v2 mid. Oh, Obi dancing around on the high ground. It's a really, really nice bit of harass off there. And let's have some look at some last hits. See how the how they go. So see the last hit, the deny count for both the Clockwork and Nova Lau is going to be heavily out of whack due to all the cog denies. This set is actually pretty sex. What is it? Horns of Eternal Harvest. Nice. Looks badass. Meanwhile, these nerds are cutting lanes. Well, that's one way of going about it. You know, force Pandara under his own tower. Not really much they can do. This is the double mango strat for the Nyx Assassin. Pretty much a permanent tango running.
Faces a stiff win.
Very, very nice. Nova Lau has maxed out his Necro Mastery. He needs to get that next level very quickly so he can keep burning up, building up those souls. And yeah, it looks like Merchant and Hobo Dragon are just going to play this lane from behind the tier 1 tower. It's going to cause Hawkeye actually to come down and try and help them out. Stun's going to whiff.
Regeneration.
Hawkeye and Cozy not communicating though. They're going on two different heroes, and they're just going to back out. And Pandara still farming under tower. He's gone rocket barrage, no homing missile. We've seen a lot of homing missile due to the changes, having no cast delay. Very, very interesting, different build. And that just gives Keith that little bit of space now. Pressure that Merchant and his partner in crime, Hobo Dragon, are applying down here. It just gives them that little bit of space there in the mid lane. It's yeah. And the mic was muted because I was cleaning up dog's view. Great, a lot of fun that. Hey, anyway, things going quite nicely here in the mid lane for Nova Lau. He laned quite well in the last game as well. It's kind of to be expected, and especially in the early levels when there's not too many points in Exort for the Invoker. So you're expected to go okay. Meanwhile, Vey, he's getting all the farm that he could want down up here against the Scroats blockwork. Come on, dude, you got to spam that, spam those cogs. Burn his mana, fuck him up. Meanwhile, Pandara, he's going to get dived here, and damn, this is aggressive, that's for sure. Pandara's going to live, he's going to salve up, he'll be fine. You get the rocket barrage on, and it's actually very, very nice against the Nyx Assassin, who hits a 3-man Ravage. He's happy with that trade, that's for sure. For those of you asking if my dog is okay, yes, you can hear him barking outside. He's fine. I swear you could hit him with a baseball bat and he wouldn't care. he's a nugget of a dog. Anyway, things going pretty swimmingly, I would say, for Le Voyage. The Invoker's just getting the space that he wants. It's very important for the mid lane Invoker to get that little bit of space early, get that Midas online, get rolling, because his timings are very late compared to all the other mid laners we see. Puck, Queen of Pain to some extent, they're all very they're all very early game. Well, they come online quickly, shall we say. That's probably the better way of describing it. And the Invoker, that's not even remotely how it is. Like the Invoker, it takes time. He needs 2-3 items, and even then he really still needs a little bit longer as well. Obi's going to get gone on me. He's dead. Nova Lau comes in with a double nuke. And 60 bonus damage per stack. You get him twice, it'd be 120 bonus damage, I believe.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Nova Lau's, I want to see what he goes for here. I've seen so much. Oh, Keith's in trouble. He's going to hit with 2 razors and the third, all the damage in the world. Nova Lau making it happen with the help of the Ignite. That is what you want to see. Very nice kill there by Nova Lau. That's some swag fiend if ever I've seen some. Walking up, getting the raise off. It's good stuff. I actually like this change that they made, giving bonus damage if you hit the raise in a row. It just feels really nice. It synergizes well with what the hero is, and it kind of gives you that little bit of skill incentive as well. If you're good enough to hit 3 in a row, well then there's this huge payoff for you. Let's see, Scroats, he's got his 6, so he's ready to partay. Spending a lot of time in the mid lane, so I'm really looking at this matchup and seeing how it's going. Wonder if we're going to see like a right-click Shadow Fiend, you know, Satanic Butterfly, S and Y, or if we're going to see something along the lines of a spellcaster, you know, maybe Blink and Yules. Fun times being had, and everything's going smoothly for the moment.
Get off my lawn!
Okie dokie. And we're back. And it's just the pressure here in the bottom lane. This is creating so much space for Keith in the mid lane. Obi goes down though. Merchant drops the wall. He's going to die. Dragon gets the return though onto the Rubik. Shadow Fiend is hasted. He's zooming on down as fast as he can. He can't get there in time, however. All the pronouncers.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
All the announcers pronounce Cos wrong. He just sunstruck something.
They're trying to bring down Radiant's top tower.
So this is a lot of damage if he hits 3 in a row. Oh, it's a good guess. Would have been a kill. And I would like to know how Aussie is pronounced. It's an Australian institution, really. Aussies? Dick stickers? Budgie smugglers? He's Obo Dragon. He's only level 4. Level out is 8. He's getting pretty big. And he has forced Keith back, so this is going to be a win. Like Cozzy. Cozy. Whatever, I'm confused. Meanwhile, mid lane. Keith still does have a little bit to go for his hand of Midas. He's gone boots into Midas. But the timing is going to be quite good, I would say. Merchant is going to double iron shell this wave. Pandara's gone max rocket barrage. Very interesting. You see Merchant, he's just shoving this thing into Pandara's face. And here's Hobo Dragon. They're going to dive him again. It's been the story of this lane, just constant dives into the bottom here. And Hobo Dragon, they're looking for Cozy. All the big rotations though. That's a lot of heroes. And Nova Lau's showing up and bringing the damage. Obi's been caught on the sideline. I'm not sure if they can slow him down enough. Ignite's on cooldown for 4. Hook shot is there for Scroats. It is on cooldown actually, sorry. Oh, the Chronosphere for Vay. Casually catches 3 men and then runs away. Looks like we're going to see more of a right-click Shadow build. Shadow Fiend build with the... what's that item called? I've mental blank. What the fuck's that called? Jesus. I should really know that. Dragonlance. I knew that. Moving right along. Let's not dwell too long on that, shall we? Let's have a look at some net worth. And the Shadow Fiend is on top. And Vay. Mask of Madness Void. What an item. Huh? Damn, that damage from the rays is just chunking Vay. He really doesn't have the survivability to tank that. Nova Loud, just giving him the clamps. And well, Cozy's getting some space here in the mid lane. He steals Alacrity. That's a really good one. Hobo Dragon also has his 6, so that's great news for him. He's going to be able to start to roam around the map, get some pressure on. Merchant has a Helmet of the Dominator. Alright. Fair enough. Max Iron Shell. 3 in Vacuum. So the level 15 talent for Darkseer is just stupid. Like, that Vacuum AoE is just huge. Absolutely crazy. Anyway, they're everyone's mid for some reason. It's like they're thinking about pushing here, and well, if they are, it's definitely going to be Voyage who get the better trade out of things. I think they might have seen Hobo Dragon. Do they have detection? There's no detection, so that the Hobo Dragon is going to pop their smoke. They are rotating down. They're going to hit the cogs onto Merchant, who's going to wall up and try and get away from this. He tries the vacuum. He's just dead, though. Nothing he can do. Overlayer. He's walking around. Got the macho. I don't know where that Sunstrike hit. Sunstrike struck. Yeah, I'm not going to... Pandara finds himself a little bit behind here. 3,000 net worth compared to the 5,000 net worth of the 3 other cores on the other side. Vey, however, is in. He's going to dodge the raise a little bit, but the lift and the vacuum by Cozy is just awesome. And the stolen Chronosphere to boot. This is just game on right now. He's styling on Le Voyage, and Nova Lau's going to town. He's got the uphill raise, but that is a fast little nix. He's just going to walk that off. He's fine. Meanwhile, Merchant, he wants to party, and he's got a Centaur that's... I'm glad Hawkeye appreciates that. It's the iron-shelled creep. He's got 425 movement speed. It's nuts. There's no walking away from that. At least not at 13 minutes in the game. You're not going to walk away. The Helm of the Dominator pays off for Merchant. I'm glad that Hawkeye could see the funny side of that. Looks like we're going to have a quick blade mail for the Clockwork. Scroats is 2-1-3, having a much better game this time round. Question in chat, is this the new ranked waiting room? It is if you're on Oz surface. So Blink Dagger for the Swagger Fiend. Clearly he's had enough of people just walking away. He wants a blink, he wants to be able to chase and to catch. It looks like they're going to go looking for the Invoker here. They are going to find him. Scroats has seen him. Go Scroats! Fuck him up! You want that kill, bro. And Keith is very, very, very greedy hanging around there. And Mavs are just going to walk up and kill him without a problem in the world. Hobo Dragon is doing some nice scouting. He's going to go for Cozy right now. He's going to find him. The hook shot. Scroats is going to save his buddy. Hobo Dragon is in a world of hurt now. He's going to Carapace and he's going to get... he's not going to get away. It's just too much damage too quickly from too many different sources. And Nova Lau is just man-moding down mid lane right now. He's got his swagger on. And this is really go time for Mavs, I feel. Oh, get the triple raise, son. Get it. Get it done. Nova Lau, 7-0. He's showing up on the Shadow Fiend right now, and I think this is a sign that Le Voyage, maybe they should think about a respect ban. Damn, he is showing up.
Middle tower is drowning.
And it's all happening very, very fast, and it's definitely go time for Mavericks, I think, at the moment, with the Invoker having a Midas and that's it, and half an Ags. It's time to push. They can't really fight at the moment. And short of them hitting a good Chronosphere, it looks like Mavs are going to rotate top. They're going to take this this tier 1 up here. Vey also has nothing. He's got Shadow Blade and Lincoln Sphere queued up. Either really help him carry. Takes a long time for a Faceless Void to come online. Needs to hit some Chronospheres in the early game, and that is really what helps him translate into the mid game. So I dare say that's a Dragonlance finish for Nova Lau. For those that are playing the home game, we still have an upgrade courier in the Observer. So Dragonlance, a bit more stats. Hobo Dragon doing a bit of scouting. Mavs should really start thinking about a gem in the next couple of minutes. That'll help them take map control, and it'll help them push their advantage as well. They've seen Hobo Dragon. Faye's up here pushing, while Keith is continuing to work on that Ags. The game will change as soon as that Invoker hits that Ags. It will all change. Keith, he smells them. And he's out of there. That's no part of that.
Tower has fallen.
So +3 damage per soul is the 25 talent for the Shadow Fiend. Presence, aura, effects, buildings. What else have we got? Movement speed.
Radiant fortified their structures. Attack the hero. Top tower is about to take the plunge.
Radiant's middle tower can't handle this deluge.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
So we're going to have 4-star Shadow Fiend.
Radiant's middle tower just
Looks
healed
like
over.
they're all going to TP very quickly, looking for this. Hobo Dragon. We've got the offensive null field. Can be toggled now. Kind of nice. Merchant. He's going to just get out of there. I think that that was Scroats trying to hit him with the hook shot. We've got Helm the Dominator on the Gyrocopter. Very early game focused. And are really wanting to stay relevant in this game. He took the lessons of the last game to heart, and he's not going to let himself get caught out again. Not being ready to go. Oh, Nova Lau's a long way up. Hobo Dragon's going to get in behind, see that there's no support there. The Chronosphere is up. I dare say they're going to try and go for this. It's on the very edge right now. And oh, there's a sentry. Very, very nice by Cozy. Trying to sniff out that Nyx Assassin. And indeed it would have, had he continued on down the road. The Dragon is scouting. He's doing a lot of good work for his team right now. He's going to find them, but the sentry is going to find him, and so is the dust. And that's a dead Nyx. And Nova Lau is 8-0. One more kill and he's godlike.
Radiant's middle tower can't handle this deluge.
And I was just going to steal that creep, and then it's going to immediately die. The Invoker has his Ags finished, so this is great news for him. He's going for a 4-staff. It's just needed against the Clockwork. If the Clockwork hooks in on the Invoker needs to be able to reposition himself. Oh, Faye is going to get spotted here. Maybe, maybe not. Chronosphere. And the Sunstrike is going to come through. It's going to be a lot of damage, and yeah, they're going to get that kill. Very nice move. So Mav's going to try and trade here, and well, Mav's Nova Lau is going to get his TP cancelled. Looks like they're not going to defend now. What's that happening? Looks like Nova Lau is just going to push. Links in on Hobo Dragon, and Hobo Dragon just carapace, and they both go their separate ways. Faye shadowbladed up, looking for Nova Lau here. He's going to go for it. Does he get a bash? He does get a bash. Does he time walk forward? Oh, he gets another bash. He's a god. Well, that's Shadowblade for you. A very nice Sunstrike from Keith. Saying, I'll take that kill, thanks. He's got the Chaos Meteor contact damage. Which is kind of nice.
Illusion.
It's also the 4-staff done. He's going to go into BOTs next. I like the Shadowblade pickup. It's just good on Void regardless, and in this game it's just going to let him potentially find some really nice initiations.
Radiant's middle tower is under
Damn, those Prowlers hit hard. He's got a Mask of Madness, because damn.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
gone to 100 time lock damage, so that's a bit crazy. And this game is coming back into Le Voyage's side of the court. Scroats is going to TP in. He's a long way forward, Bay. Shadow bladed up. He's going to spot it all. I know where he is. He time walks it off, and he's fine. No detection on the clockwork. He really needs to be careful on who he goes in on. There's 3 heroes for Le Voyage that have some form of invis. Here comes Bay. He's hasted. He's looking for something, and well, Nova Lau just dies. I don't even know how. Meanwhile, that's Hawkeye Pierce going as well. With a 10k network difference, you can see the 3 cores are just so farmed. This could just be high ground.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Good old Kobold Foreman with the speed aura, 12% value, yo. So the creeps are allowed to go high ground. Just heal the void. So that's a mech from Merchant. He's going to be very, very tanky very shortly. Well, Guardian Greaves, in fact, so he is very, very hard to kill. Get the Guardian Greaves, purge off silence. Cover the Dominator, just giving that bit of extra stats. Also a little bit of health regen. Very good stuff. And then a Blink Dagger for positioning as well. Keith's elected to go for the +1 Forge Spirit. And all of a sudden, Nova Lau's gone from 8-0 to 8-2. Bit of a sad time. Meanwhile, Hobo Dragon doing what he's been doing all game. He's scouting them all out. They know. Keith is going to try and roast the Clockwork. The Clockwork does get his blade mail off, and he's going to roast the Invoker. In fact, the Invoker's going to roast himself, and that's an easy 2 for 1. And Nova Lau's back on the board, which is great for him. So what are you going to think about Roshan? No, they're going to walk straight past Roshan and go towards the mid tower. Vay is here in the mid lane. Shadow bladed up. Bloodlust's really good on Shadow Fiend. Giving him that extra bit of right click. He's got +40 movement speed too, so he's a speedy little bugger.
Dire's middle tower just got knocked down.
So Vay is going to go Lincoln's into MKB by the looks of it. Oh, he's looking, he's thinking about it. Sentry is going to hit him. So that finds him, and that puts paid to that. Merchant, meanwhile, is just pushing this bottom lane. Cozy has the gem, so that's what I was talking about. It's going to take map control away. It's going to be very, very handy spotting out Hobo Dragon and also Vay with his Shadow Blade. Good stuff for him. There's the 4-staff next for Scroats.
Well-gotten gains.
Iron Shelled neutral creeps. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's value right there. You're able to push out a lane. You don't show yourself. It's all good stuff. He's just farming away. So is Keith. So he's going to go Lincoln's into Hex by the look.
Selfish.
Got his 4-star finished as well, so if the Clockwork does find him, he can 4-staff himself away, reposition in the fight, and then go from there. So there's going to be BKB for the Shadow Fiend next. Has his 4-staff and a Dragon Lance turning into a Hurricane Pike. So Vay and Hobo Dragon are going to look for Nova Lau with the Sunstrike. No Chronosphere required. That's a dead nerd. they're just going to walk that off with nothing being lost. You know, that's an incredibly low commitment for a very high value target. It looks like we're going to go Roche here. Good move, and this is probably the move that Mavericks should have made when they killed the Invoker. So it's going to be on the Invoker next. Thermal dashes for the Void. Merchant is going to create space like he normally does. No, it's going to be Vay with the Aegis, and that's bad news bears for Mavericks. They're going to have to kill this Void twice. And he's in right now. He's going to try and catch something. Oh, he catches 3 on the way out. Sunstrike to follow up. No, there it is. It's going to hit. It's going to roast Pandara, so he's dead. Cozy gets hit by the Impale. And is there another bash? Vay's going to try and walk forward. The Splinter Blast is going to hit by Obi. He MVP. It's going to counter-initiate as well onto Ogre Magi. The buyback from Pandara. The Tornado EMP is going to hit. It's going to wipe Hawkeye out of most of his mana. Pandara is walking through the wall, through both walls. There's 2 walls now. Not only the Wall of Illusion, but also the Ice Wall from the Invoker. And that buyback causes Le Voyage to back up. And Pandara needs to be careful now. If he dies, that will be all she wrote for this game. Buyback here could spell disaster. Looks like they're just going to back up. Get their lanes in a good spot and then go from there. Shrines are not available at the moment. The tier 3s are all still up for Mavericks. Push out. And Pandara's gone the +3 flak cannon charger, so he's got a bit more farming ability. He's going to go S and Y next. Interesting. A bit more stats. It seems like he really needs a BKB. Okay, there's going to be a smoke from Mavericks. And the question is going to be, do they know where they are? They couldn't find them in the last game. Scroats is looking. He's on the bottom half of the map. Yep. No detection on Scroat. Oh, he does have detection. So he's going to Blade Mail up. In goes Nova Lao. He can't find them. Vay has found a nice Chronosphere. And he's just going to perma-bash Nova Lao. Damn, that feels bad. Nova Lao's going to get the Requiem off. He's going to do some nice work. Vay nearly dies to that. Nova Lao is getting very, very low. Merchant and Vay are both chasing him. Can he juke his way out of this? Is he? How godly is he? He's not that godly. I don't think anybody is. Meanwhile, on the side, the Keith is just running train over the Mavericks supports, and that's 4 for nothing. Very, very nice fight indeed. I will take that. And meanwhile, Vay is just pushing. Aegis was not even popped in that engagement. It's looking very, very hard for Mavericks right now. Oh, in goes Vay. He launched the booty. Scroats is being as annoying as he can. Merchant's going to vacuum his back. The lift is there. They're doing what they can to delay. Let's vacuum for Rubik. And there goes the tier 3 tower. So the shrines are available now. Looks like they're going to stay here and try and push this Rax, and they will get it. There's not really much the Mavericks can do right now to stop them. Scroats rather is in on the back line. Vay is getting knocked out in the front line. There's the Winter's Curse. It gets interrupted by the Tornado EMP. The EMP will drain everyone of all their mana. Vay's forward. He's looking for Nova Lao. Can he get the bash? Can't get the bash. Cozy's in trouble now. And Vay has just created enough space. Pandara dies again. And that's a triple kill for Keith on the Invoker. And the push will continue on the back of that. 3 going down and nothing being lost for Le Voyage. Oh, there's Chronosphere on the sideline. The Cataclysm from the Invoker misses everything. The Shadow Fiend gets bashed to infinity. And that's going to be game, I feel. They do have buyback, but is it worth buying back? You really haven't taken a good fight all game, and 32,000 in net worth difference. It is hard from here on in. There's the mid-ranks going down. full lane. Nova Lau is going to buy back on the Shadow Fiend. He's going to come back in, do what he can. It really seems hard though. Underfarmed, underleveled. Le Voyage is just a long way in front in this game. Merchant gets lifted in, stun onto Vay. Scroats is in, he hook shots in on the back lines again. They're looking for him. The Invoker Tornado EMP hits the Carapace. Carapace off some of the damage. Vay is getting what right clicks off he can. Obi dies. He got lifted into the base there. Hobo Dragon is getting focused. Gets a stun off onto Nova Lau. The Requiem of Souls hits as well. The oh, he's just going to miss. Hobo Dragon is fine at the moment. Vay goes back in. He wants it. This is potentially a dieback onto the Shadow Fiend, and indeed he does die back. And Nova Lau has the jam, and he's heading for the hills as fast as he can. Maybe he can get away. He's definitely trying to. Vay is walking it off. He has his MKB finished as well. Meanwhile, Merchant is in on Cozy. Pandara comes in to try and help, but he really doesn't deal that much damage at all. Meanwhile, Vay is back in as well. That's a double kill for him. Cozy's going to get hit by the Tornado. Pandara is going to call GG well played. And that's a 2-0 for Le Voyage. Keith getting a few kills there at the end. Well, that's all she wrote. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you've enjoyed my cast tonight. This was a pretty straightforward outing for Le Voyage. They've taken this 2-0 against Mavericks. And well, Mavericks did what they can, but they're going to be having to fight out the remainder of the AEF Season 3. Looking for their chance at a finals berth, and it's going to only come through hard work, whereas it looks like Le Voyage is definitely on top.